Now on YouTube, it's time for some alternative commentary action with the Commentary Hub.
There's headed by Moreno, and it's 2-1 to Arsenal.
Look at that point! Goal for Manchester City!
Takes this corner, whips it in, it's headed and it's a goal, and it's that man, Gabriel.
Liverpool have equalised. Lovely improvisational touch from Curtis Jones.
Oh, what a goal! Wow, take it out!
Hello and welcome to the Commentary Hub's alternative audio coverage of Spain against England in the Euro Under-21 2025 quarter-final. I'm your alternative commentator, Nicholas Jones, and this is a repeat of the 2023 final where England defeated Spain 1-0. The players have just come out onto the pitch, so while they're going through the pre-match proceedings, let's go through some of the pre-match news and a bit about the stadium and where it is. The match is taking place at the Anton Malatinský Stadium in Trnava, the city often known as Little Rome, due to many churches within its walls. Spain's last Euro Under-21 title was in 2019, and they are aiming for a record-breaking 6th win. And this could be the chance for revenge after given England's shaky group stage. Spain won 2 of their group stage matches and drew their last. Their 2 wins were 3-2 against Slovakia and 2-1 against Romania. They drew 1-1 against Italy, who also qualified from their group, which was Group A, and they were on top with 7 points. And coincidentally, the Anton Malatinský Stadium is where their match against Italy was. So before we go through the rest of the pre-match news, let's run through the teams, starting with Spain. In goal is number 1, Alejandro Iturbe. Number 2, Marc Pubil. Number 3, Christian Mosquera. Number 5, Cesar Tarrega. Number 6, Javi Guerra. Number 7, Diego Lopez. Number 8, the captain, Beñat Turrientes. Number 9, Mateo Josef. Number 16, Juan Lu. Number 20, Alberto Molero. And number 22, Hugo Bueno. For England, in goal is number 1, James Beadle. Number 2, Tino Livramento. Number 4, Jarrell Quansah. Number 5, Charlie Cresswell. Number 10, James McAtee. Number 11, Omari Hutchinson. Number 16, Jack Hinshelwood. Number 18, Jay Stansfield. Number 19, Harvey Elliott. Number 20, Alex Scott. And number 23, Tyler Morton. We can now take a look at the formations for Spain. They are in a 4-2-3-1 formation. Iturbe in goal. The back 4 in defence. Bueno, Mosquera, Tarrega, and Marc Pubil, Turrientes, and Javi Guerra in midfield. I couldn't see the rest. And we'll just wait for the formations for England to come through. But before that, we can now mention our match officials. Our referee for this match is Simone Sozza of Italy, and his assistant referees also from Italy are Davide Imperiale and Alessio Berti. The fourth official is Poland's Damian Silvestrzak. On VAR is Daniele Kifi of Italy, and his assistant is Mario Zebec of Croatia, and the UEFA delegate Filip Popovski of North Macedonia. England are playing a 4-3-3 formation with Beadle in goal, then the back four of Livramento, Cresswell, Quansah and Hinshelwood, Hutchinson, Mawson and Scott in midfield, and McAtee, Stansfield and Elliott, the forward three. Spain and England both have 3 players on a yellow card, and should they be booked in this one, they will miss the semi-final. Whoever wins will face the Netherlands in the semi-final match on Wednesday, who beat Portugal 1-0 despite being reduced to 10 men. The players now getting themselves ready, and England's tally of 4 goals is the lowest of any team to qualify for the knockout stages of Euro 2025, so that does put them at a bit of a disadvantage somewhat, but they are unbeaten in their last 7 matches against Spain, winning 4 and drawing 3, and should they win, they'll make their first consecutive semi-final appearance for the first time since 2009. So we are about ready to start, and it'll be Spain to kick off. They're wearing the red shirts with the yellow stripes on the shoulders and the red socks. England wearing all right, and away we go then for this crucial quarter-final between Spain and England, and it's Spain with the initial touch of the ball. They're playing from left to right, England right to left, and an early throw-in to England, and Spain's head coach is Santiago Denia. So an early throw-in to Spain, I should say. Thrown on the far side. Ball now being passed towards Iturbe in goal, and now with the ball is Guerra to the captain Torrientes. Back to Iturbe in the goal area. The ball now being passed out to Javi Guerra. Up the wing to Molero, and it's Molero. Now Mateo Josef. The ball now being crossed down the wing into the goal. Could this be an early chance for Spain? No, it isn't. Very close, and that was Diego Lopez with the last touch of the ball. And had that gone in, that could have easily caught England out unawares. And he will be kicking himself for not aiming the ball low enough. So already 1 minute and 20 seconds in, England already on the back foot. But they have to catch up fast. And Spain now going for a second. That was Mateo Josef, and they're not out of danger yet, as that was Lopez with the last touch of the ball inside the goal area, and this will, I am sure, guarantee Spain a corner. So Mateo Josef, the ball may have been touched off Quansah, but on closer reflection, it came off the elbow of Cresswell, and a couple of Spain players were protesting about that. And we have a penalty check for VAR. So the referee calling a penalty check. So England could be punished, and so early on as well. Everybody waiting patiently, and the referee now going over to the monitor on the side of the pitch. So the ball was initially deflected by Quansah with his legs. That's allowed, but did the ball touch Cresswell's arm? It may well have done, and you cannot touch the ball with your hand or your arm. And the referee now waiting for the decision on whether the penalty will go ahead. Mateo Josef is confident that Spain have indeed been given the penalty, and we wait for the final decision. He's talking to the man in the VAR room, and the penalty is now going to be reviewed. He's going over to the monitor to review. He's going over to the monitor to review the situation, and I feel he should have done this earlier. Penalty encroachment, it says on the screen. I definitely believe that Cresswell touched the ball with his elbow to get it out of the way. I'm not going to agree with what everybody says, but it was definitely a touch of the elbow. His left arm his right arm, I should say, may have been involved as well, and the referee is about to review to the screen, and no penalty! No penalty! So no handball. I personally think that was the wrong decision. The Spain manager, Santiago Denia, is furious. So all that waiting around for Spain was for nothing. And the ball will be, and it's a goal kick to England as James Beadle gets ready to kick the ball out of the goal. No, in fact, he rolls it up the wing to Hinshelwood. Couldn't see who it went to, but reintercepted by Spain. That was Juan Lu. That the ball has now been retaken by England. Now on the ball is Tyler Morton. Down the wing it goes to Omari Hutchinson on the near side. 5 minutes 20 seconds in. It's England. It's Spain 0, England 0. Hinshelwood passing to Morton. Now up the wing it goes into the centre circle. Hinshelwood to Quansah. Now Scott still with the ball. He passes to Harvey Elliott. Wise decision in my view, but cut out by Spain. And it's Hinshelwood passing to Cresswell. Now Jarrell Quansah dancing the ball around the centre circle, doing all they can to try and throw Spain off. It's Scott passing to Morton. Now back down the wing to Cresswell. Cresswell with the ball. He's just over the halfway line in the centre circle. Passes back to Scott, who's pelting up the far side. He almost received close attention from Mateo Josef. Ball being passed back down to Hinshelwood. Now Quansah, he had Malero for company. So Scott to number 2, Tino Livramento. Livramento was excellent in England's first game against Czechia. But it's Scott with the ball right now. Scott passing to Hinshelwood, and now down the wing to Hutchinson. Hutchinson, a few feet outside the goal area. The ball now being passed back to Hinshelwood. Into the goal area it goes. The England players missed. Good defending by Spain. Quansah to Hinshelwood. Now Scott crossing up the wing to number 19 Elliott. Elliott has to watch out for Bueno. England still keep the ball. It goes into the 18-yard box, headed clear by Marc Pubil, and the ball is now in Spain's possession. Now with the ball is Malero to Diego Lopez. Lopez back to Malero. Malero closing in on the goal area, but he has to pass down the wing to Juan Lu to Pubil. Pubil passing the ball around to Guerra, now into the centre circle with Mosquera, Pubil. Now Torrientes to Pubil, but tackled from behind, tackled by England. Protestation from Malero, but the referee is having none of it. Scott up the wing to Elliott. Elliott crossing the centre circle, and now being crossed down the wing to Hutchinson. Hutchinson closing in on the goal area. He has to watch out for Pubil. Now into the goal area, headed by Spain. Retaken by Scott. He passes to Hinshelwood, and Quansah Quansah to Elliott. Now back with Hinshelwood. Scott down the wing again to Hutchinson. Hutchinson looking to find a chance, but the ball was deflected away by Mark Pubil. So could this be the chance of the first corner for England? It might well be. England have survived the scare when they thought that they were going to be on the receiving end of a penalty, but the VAR check ruled that out. So could this be the chance for them to get the goal early on? Scott on the near side left corner runs up, and the ball goes into the goal area, and a scramble frenzy, and England have the opening. It's James McAtee, the captain, and he is enveloped by a mass of England players who all want to give him a hug. The England supporters approve. Spain are now on the back foot. They started so strongly. Now they have to catch England up. But this is still early doors. Everything could still change. And for McAtee, that is the first goal for him in 4 matches. Superb delivery on the corner by Scott, and McAtee was in the right place at the right time. Got close attention from Bueno, but he paid no attention and just fired it in with his right foot into the bottom right corner. Quansah almost had it, but McAtee was like, no, it's mine, and just pounced on it without asking. England now have to defend their opening goal, or at least add a couple more. But after 10.5 minutes, it's now Spain 0, England 1. Pubil up the wing to Mosquera. Now back with Mark Pubil. Mark Pubil to Guerra, cut away though by England, and the ball was almost received by Juanlu. Throw into Spain. Ball is now with Tarrega to Mosquera to Pubil. Back with Mosquera in towards Iturbe in the goal. Iturbe clears the ball. But now England on for a second, and that was by number 20, Alex Scott, who scored the only goal for England in their last match against Germany. But how close can one get? Although I feel he just aimed a bit too high. Now, meantime, it's Malero with the ball, almost tackled, but he did well to hold on. Pass down the wing to Juanlu. Now back with Pubil, retaken by Hinshelwood, Morton doing well to hold off Malero. Quansah up the wing to Cresswell. Cresswell now has to watch out for Joseph. Bit of a push, but he pays no attention. Now passing up the wing to McAtee on the far side. But sent away though by Spain. Thrown by Livramento to Scott. Livramento holds on to the ball. He passes to Quansah inside on the middle of the pitch on the right. Quansah now looking for someone to pass it to. He's taking his sweet time with the ball. Passes rapidly to Cresswell. Now across at the wing to Elliott, but he misses, and that was a well-timed header by Hugo Bueno, and it'll be a throw-in to be taken by Livramento. Livramento throws, almost picked up by Elliott, but retaken by Spain. Guerra to Malero over the line, changes his mind and passes to Torrientes, the Spain captain, Now up the wing to Mosquera. Mosquera back down to Javi Guerra. Guerra back up the wing to Mosquera through the centre circle. Now the ball is with Juanlu. Juanlu, Mosquera. Mosquera passes back to Tarrega. Tarrega was looking to pass up forward, but he gave the ball away to Quansah. Quansah closing in on the goal area, but the ball is loose and poked in again by Harvey Elliott. Costly mistake from Alejandro Iturbe, and Spain and England, I should say, have doubled their lead. 2 goals within 5 minutes, and England, it seems, are in charge of this game. For Harvey Elliott's his 2nd goal of the tournament, and no wonder he's got a smile on his face. Lee Carsley and Ashley Cole looking over the video, just having another check. Was Elliott offside? He wasn't, but good delivery by Quansah. It looked like it was going in itself. Iturbe saved, but he dawdled half a second too long, and you just cannot do that when a forward player is in the goal area. And for Harvey Elliott, he is just glad to add to his contribution. Mosquera very upset, and I am sure that Santiago Denia will be cross as well. Spain now have an even bigger mountain to climb, and almost tackled from behind. Was Juanlu. Cresswell passing to Beadle. Mateo Josef tried to take the ball, but Beadle sends it away. Now that's how you defend a goal. So Jarrell Quansah passing to Morton. Now down the wing to Hinshaw-Wood. The ball is now back with Hutchinson. Hutchinson passing rapidly to McAtee. He's just pounding his legs towards the goal. Elliott, McAtee. Now Morton, or should that be Livramento? No, it was Livramento. Lopez passing to Turientes. It's Turientes with the ball for Spain. Now he passes to Juanlu, Malero. Now back to Juanlu. Turientes to Guerra. Guerra was aiming for Bueno, who was on the far side, but the ball has gone over the line. So here's another look at what happened. So here's a look at what happened just now. Livramento was closing in, but a good deflection by Mosquera. Luckily that it was sent away. Otherwise, that could have been an own goal. So Livramento throws. He throws to Scott. Cresswell. Now Cresswell crossing down the wing to Hutchinson, but a good defensive header by Mark Pubil. Remember, Pubil, Turientes, and Josef are on a yellow card, and if they can miss a foul and receive a yellow, they will miss the semi-final. Hinshaw-Wood to take the throw for England. Holds the ball right above his head and throws to I couldn't see who it was. It may have been Stansfield, but given away to Hugo Bueno. It's Hugo Bueno with the ball on the far side, passing rapidly to Christian Mosquera. Mosquera to Turientes. Turientes crossing through the centre circle, was aiming for Josef, but defended well by Cresswell. Quansah to Beadle. Now Beadle passing down the wing in the England defensive third to Hinshaw-Wood, but Spain retake it. They're now closing in on their attacking third. Hutchinson defending with all his might, passing to Morton. Quansah to Cresswell now passing once again to Alex Scott. Alex Scott has to hold off Josef. He passes without effort to Elliott. Now back down to Cresswell. Cresswell now almost within the middle side of the pitch. Cresswell still holds on. He passes to Quansah, but he's receiving attention from Alberto Malero. Malero gives, England, I should say. It's Quansah to Hinshelwood. Now back with Beadle inside the goal. Again, I've seen this tactic countless of times. It's to try and throw the opposing forwards off. Quansah with the ball. Dodges Malero. He passes to Cresswell. Now it's with Harvey Elliott. Elliott over the halfway line. Passing to Scott. Now back down to Cresswell and Quansah. Quansah passes to Morton. Morton with the ball. He goes over the halfway line. Now passing down the wing to Hutchinson on the near side. Hutchinson has to be careful of Mark Pubil. He's looking for a way through, but Pubil just will not leave him alone. Pubil almost tackles him, but a shot pull on Morton. Morton cries foul, but the referee's having none of it. Cresswell up the wing to McAtee. And it's James McAtee. Back down to Gerald Quansah. Quansah. Now back to McAtee. McAtee passing back down to Cresswell. 20.5 minutes gone. It's still Spain 0, England 2. And the ball has just been received by Hutchinson. Hutchinson to Morton. Now back with Hutchinson. Hutchinson passing to Stansfield. Stansfield bundled down by Tarrega, and Spain take advantage of this. Guerra to Malero. Malero passing to Tarrega. Tarrega. Torrientes. Now back with Malero. Malero. Juanlu. Back to Malero. And Malero passing it to Mark Pubil. The ball is inside Spain's goal area, England's goal area, but well defended by Cresswell. Spain are looking for another chance. A cross in by Pubil, and the ball has been caught by Lopez. Lopez was too far outside of the goal though. It's Mosquera to Torrientes. Right now with Mosquera, Tarrega to Torrientes. It's Torrientes to Mark Pubil on the near side. Now back with Torrientes. Torrientes up the wing to Mosquera. Now it's Mosquera to Hugo Bueno. Bueno under pressure from Elliott. But Elliott did well to deflect his attack away, and poor Santiago Denia. He is not having a very good day at the office, and that will result in a goal kick to England. So it wasn't the feat of Elliott who deflected away. And so England retake possession of the ball. Hinshelwood to Hutchinson. Now back with Hinshelwood. Hinshelwood under pressure from Juanlu. Hinshelwood goes around Juanlu and Valero. He passes to Tyler Morton. Morton to Scott. Now back with Elliott. Elliott up the wing to McAtee. McAtee passes back to Elliott. Elliott now with McAtee. All pass back to Charlie Cresswell. Cresswell, Quansah. They're being forced back by Spain, but England England's still managing to hold on to the ball. It's Scott's pressurised by Malero, and down goes Alex Scott. That felt like a bit of a knock, and the referee now seemingly going to talk to Mark Pubil. He's on a yellow card, remember. No caution given. A free kick to England though, and it will be Alex Scott who will take the free kick. 24 minutes gone. It's still Spain 0, England 2. So a free kick to be passed back to Scott by Hinshelwood. It's now with Quansah in the centre circle. Passes to Morton. Charlie Cresswell down the wing to Quansah. Cross down the wing by Quansah. But the ball is caught by Pubil. Pubil gives the ball away back to England. Hinshelwood to Beadle. And it's Beadle with the ball. He now passes to Cresswell. Cresswell crossing up the wing to Livramento. Almost caught by Lopez. And this was a chance for Jay Stansfield, but defended really well by Mosquera. Threw everything at it, he did. And it will be a throw in, but the ball has gone over the line, so a throw in to Spain. Mosquera to Dorientes. Dorientes passes to Iturbe. Iturbe down the wing to Mark Pubil. Pubil passes to Tarrega. And the ball is still currently with Tarrega down the wing to Mark Pubil. Back with Tarrega. Tarrega up the wing to Mosquera. Mosquera now passes back to Tarrega, doing really well to try and keep England at bay. Although Hutchinson was closing in on them, and also to try and look for a chance to go for a break themselves, which they're doing right now. It's Pubil to Juanlu on the near side. And a pass now to Alberto Malero. Malero, Juanlu. He's inside the goal area. But deflected by England. It's the ball is now currently with Beñat Dorientes. Dorientes. Guerra. Lopez. Lopez passing to Mosquera. Mosquera. Dorientes. And now Dorientes to Malero. But give it away to England. Hinshelwood passes to Beadle. Good teamwork between these two. But now on the ball is Jay Stansfield, and Stansfield pushed from behind by Tarrega. Cesar Tarrega, and not Cesar Tarrega. Rather questionable, I have to say. I could say one or two other words, but I think questionable is the right one to use here. 27.5 minutes have been played now. It still remains Spain 0, England 2. Quansah passing to Beadle. Now the ball is with Cresswell. Back to Beadle. Beadle passing quickly to Quansah. Quansah to Stansfield. And Stansfield passing again to Hinshelwood on the near side. It's Quansah to Scott, and the ball was almost taken from him by Javi Guerra, and now being given back to Spain and Tarrega. But England are now on another break. Hutchinson tried to receive the ball, but he was too far behind, and Spain still looking for that crucial chance to break through and to get themselves back on the score sheets. Currently with the ball is Malero. Malero to Tarrega. Across by Tarrega. Up the wing to Lopez. Lopez passing to Mosquera. Mosquera down the wing to Marc Pubil. Juanlu back towards Pubil. Pubil now passing to Tarrega. Back to Pubil. Pubil to Molero. Now back with Pubil, but kept away. But kept out of goal by Morton. And this has awarded a corner to Spain. And so this is the chance for Spain to get themselves on the score sheet and reduce the gap. It's Javi Guerra. So Javi Guerra will take the corner, but it's only a quick pass to Torrientes. Now back with Guerra. Guerra into the 18-yard box and headed away by Alex Scott. Just goes to show that England are on the ball. In fact, Livramento has gone down. Did he hurt himself? We'll have let's take another look at this. It was headed by Scott, and Scott fell on the ground in the process. Nobody was hurt. I'm pleased to say. I don't know why I thought somebody was hurt. But Beadle will be, but it will be Beadle to clear the ball out of the goal. 30 minutes gone. It's still Spain 0, England 2. Beadle waiting for his chance. I think he wants to make sure that he can see the player he wants to forward it to, but given away to Spain. It's now with Molero. Molero trying to go around. Molero trying to go around Quansah and Hinchelwood. Passes down the wing to Juanlu, but slid up into the air by England. That good defending by Hinchelwood. Mosquera to Bueno. Now the ball is with Diego Lopez. Mosquera to Tarrega, but the ball was cleared away from the goal area by Charlie Cresswell. Still enough. There is still time for Spain. There is still time for Spain to try and get themselves back into this game. Another corner, and it will be Javi Guerra that will take the corner. Guerra kicks the ball into the goal area, but headed away by Stansfield, and the ball goes to Alejandro Iturbe. Iturbe out of his goal just to receive the ball. He crosses the ball down. Tried to cross down the wing to Marc Pubil, but Pubil missed by several yards. And Santiago Denia being very animated on the touchline, as England will take the throw. Throw-in taken by Hinchelwood, I should say. Hinchelwood crossing up the wing to Cresswell. In fact, it's Livramento to McAtee. McAtee inside the 18-yard box. Goes for shots, but misses. And I have to correct myself again. It was Harvey Elliott. So Elliott closing in on the goal. Tried to go around Bueno, but couldn't. And the ball almost clipped the bar. Spain now back with the ball. It's Tarrega to Beñat Torrientes. Now back towards Tarrega. Tarrega down the wing to Marc Pubil. Tarrega up the wing to Christian Mosquera. Mosquera back to Tarrega. Tarrega passing back towards Pubil. And after the ball is going, and Malera after the ball now passed out of goal by Beadle to Quansah. He passes back to Beadle. Now closing in was Mateo Josef, but England weren't so easily fooled. And Morton almost picked up the ball, but a Spain player has gone down. and we'll try and work out who caused the foul. It was Morton. So Tyler Morton on a yellow, and he will miss the semi-final match against the Netherlands. This is not what England need, and the foul was on the captain Beñat Turrientes, who ironically is also on a yellow. But in this instance, I would have to say it was definitely a Morton foul. He deserved that yellow card. Free kick to Spain. It's Turrientes to Tarrega passes to Mosquera. Now back to Tarrega. The ball came off Juan Lu. It's actually Juan Lu to Pubil, but Hinshelwood deflected the ball over the line. Throw into Spain, swiftly taken. It's Mosquera to Tarrega. Now back to Pubil. Still holding onto the ball. Was almost caught up by Amari Hutchinson. It's Mosquera with the ball. He passes to Turrientes inside the centre circle. Now back to Mosquera. Mosquera crossing down the wing to Juan Lu. Juan Lu almost had the ball, but England retake it back through McAtee. McAtee passes to Cresswell. Beadle. Mateo Josef was looking dangerous inside the goal area. Hinshelwood passes the ball, but it's received by Cesar Tarrega. 35 minutes gone. It's still Spain 0, England 2 as we approach half time. Turrientes down the wing to Pubil. Now passing the ball around to Molero and Juan Lu. Lopez almost tackled by Scott, but it's actually Guerra with the ball. Guerra down the wing to Molero passing to Tarrega to Mosquera. Up the wing it goes to Lopez. Now back with Mosquera passing to Marc Pubil. So Pubil to Molero. In fact, it was Bueno. Now on the ball is Scott, but given away to Spain. It's now with Molero. Molero tripped and fouled. Penalty. Spain have a penalty, and this could be what Spain needs to get them. And this could be what Spain need to get themselves back into it. We'll have a, I'm just going to have another look at this, and it was a trip, and Quansah stuck out his foot and tripped up Alberto Molero, and that is a shame that Molero should be fouled, because he has impressed me throughout this match so far, both with the ball and contributing efforts to Spain, and the referee now trying to sort out proceedings, but definitely a penalty. Although he may well be having a talk with somebody in the VAR room, as Lopez takes advantage to have a drink. Beadle is now talking to the referee. He's now talking to everyone on his radio set, but clearly in my view, it definitely is a Spain penalty, and it will be Guerra to take the penalty. So Javi Guerra takes a few steps back, composes himself. Beadle has to save this one in order to keep England's lead, although players who take the penalty almost always score. So Guerra stands behind the ball, waits for it. Although the ball is actually off the spot. Nobody but the referee appeared to notice. Now the ball has been placed into its rightful place, and who knows how many minutes at the end of the first half will be added as Javi Guerra composes himself, gets ready. He runs up and kicks the ball, and in it goes! Spain have reduced the gap through a Javi Guerra penalty. They could have had the earlier one, but it was denied by VAR. This time, the penalty counts, and Guerra scores his first goal of the tournament. And for England, they will now have to watch their backs. Guerra was very composed in front of goal. I think he sold Beadle a dummy briefly. Sent him completely the wrong way. It's also about using your mind as well as your body when taking a penalty. And the Spain dugouts really pleased with that goal. Santiago Denia less so with emotion, and that was almost the equaliser for Spain. Javi Guerra with another shot just outside the D, and that could have been the goal to equalise against England, but England breathe again, if only for a moment. 5 minutes to go until half-time. The score is now Spain 1, England 2. Hinshelwood down the wing to Hutchinson. Hutchinson going around Marc Pubil. Marc Pubil passing to Malero. And down on the ground has gone Hutchinson. Hutchinson clutching his head. Play still goes on though. It's Mosquera. Mosquera up the wing to Bueno. Bueno passing quickly to Torrientes. Torrientes, and Hutchinson is still on the ground. He is conscious, which is a good thing. So he's moving his head and he's moving his hands and his feet, but play should be stopped. He can't go on like this, and the physio's now looking over him. This could be a serious blow for England, and he was just pushed down by Marc Pubil like he wasn't even there, and the physio's now looking over him. Cold hands on his head. Will he have to be substituted? He may well. Will he have to be substituted? He may well have to be. England might be leading Spain, but our concern right now is with Hutchinson. He's moving his head, and everyone takes advantage to have a drink. Here's a bit of a recap from what happened throughout the first half. McAtee receiving the first goal, I should say, from an Alex Scott corner, and then Harvey Elliott doubling their lead after a slip-up from Alejandro Iturbe, and with Lee Carsley pleased with both goals. And this was the moment that awarded Spain a penalty. Malero brought down, and the goal scored by Javi Guerra. So this game is we may have a really thrilling second half on our hands. All of this is academic at the moment. We are still waiting for news on Omari Hutchinson. Play goes on anyway, as Hutchinson is being attended to. So for the moment, England are reduced to 10. Bueno to Guanlu on the near side. Now back with Mosquera. Mosquera passing quickly up the wing to Bueno. So it's Bueno. Malero, headed by Hinshelwood. Hinshelwood to Scott. Retaken by Tarrega. Mosquera to Lopez. Now the ball is with McAtee. And forced away though by Alberto Molero. So with just under 90 seconds to go, it's still Spain 1, England 2. And Juanlu to Marc Pubil. Tarrega. Now it's with Mosquera, although closing in on him was Jay Stansfield. Spain still managed to keep hold of the ball. It's Mosquera passing down to Juanlu to Pubil on the near side. Ball is still on towards the bottom part of the pitch. It's with Alberto Molero. Hutchinson is carrying on, I'm pleased to say. So no real lasting injuries. He's probably just got a knock or something. As it's Jose with the ball inside the goal area. Jose passing to Torrientes, but Torrientes' shot was too wide, and England keep hold of their lead. But even though there are only just seconds of normal time left, we could be in for an extended period of stoppage time. Josef passes to Torrientes, but the ball's deflected away by Cresswell. 5 minutes of stoppage time have been added, and for Spain, these 5 minutes could be welcome. Now the ball is thrown. It's now with Bueno to Lopez. Caught in goal by Beadle. That was a nice long-range cross from Torrientes, but it didn't pay off. And after 45 minutes, the score still remains Spain 1, England 2. Now with the ball is Hutchinson, but given away to Spain briefly. Now it's with Stansfield on the near side. He's receiving close attention from Juanlu. Ball taken up goal, throw into Spain. It was Pubil, and the ball went up to Iturbe. Iturbe passes to Mosquera to Torrientes. Now back to Mosquera over the halfway line to Diego Lopez. Lopez passes back to Mosquera, and that's a giveaway to Livramento, and the ball goes over the halfway line, and just behind him was Mateo Josef. Scott, or Livramento, I should say. It's Livramento who has the ball, and Livramento gets ready to throw, which he does, and the ball is with Mosquera. Mosquera almost picked up by Morton. One of the Spain players brought down, but no one notices. And now with the ball is Hinshelwood. Hinshelwood passes to James McAtee. McAtee up the wing to Quansah. Quansah to Morton. Morton to Cresswell, I should say. Cresswell. Scott. We're now coming up to 2.5 minutes of stoppage time. It's still Spain 1, England 2. Quansah to Hinshelwood. Now back with Quansah. Quansah passing through a couple of Spain defenders to McAtee. McAtee to Morton. Now back with McAtee. McAtee passes to Hinshelwood. Hinshelwood to Alex Scott. Now up the wing to Quansah. Quansah, that's a cross up. That was a cross to Jay Stansfield, but the ball was caught rapidly by Alejandro Iturbe. Tarrega to Christian Mosquera. Mosquera back down. Mosquera back to Doriente. And now receiving the ball is Hutchinson. Hutchinson to Scott. But that support giveaway to Spain. And one loose touch of the ball will result in an England throw-in. Almost a minute to go. A minute 15 left of stoppage time. It's still Spain 1, England 2. As the ball has been thrown, but it goes over the line once again, and it will be yet another throw-in. England have done really well to keep hold of their lead throughout stoppage time. Hinshelwood will be the man to take the throw. Raises the ball over his head, and he throws to McAtee. McAtee was Stansfield who had the ball first, and the referee has blown his whistle for something which I did not see, and play still resumes. So it's Mosquera to Dorian to Guerra. Now back with Mosquera. Guerra goes after the ball, and could this be the chance for Spain to equalise? Well defended by England. It's Livramento. England send the ball out of the goal area through Morton, and the ball has gone over the line, and that's it. Half time. Spain almost had the advantage. Spain almost had the chance to take the lead, but through what would have been a penalty, but a VAR decision ruled it out otherwise. England doubled that. England took 2 goals within 5 minutes, but Spain caught up with a penalty towards the end of the first half. Will England be able to keep hold of their lead in the second half, or can Spain turn the tables on them? Half-time results at the Anton Malatinský Stadium in Trnava. Spain 1, England 2. We're going to go for a break, but join us for the second half when we come back. Welcome back to the Commentary Hub's coverage of the second half between England and Spain in the Euro Under-21 quarter-finals. Remember, it's England 2, Spain 1 at the moment, and we're just about getting ready for the second half. It'll be England to kick us off, and no half-time substitutions that I can see of as of yet. England will be playing towards the goal on my right, and Spain will be playing towards the goal on my left. So we are waiting for. So we're just about ready for the second half. We're just about ready for the second half to get underway, and the referee just making sure that everyone is in the right position. Bit of movement early on. The referee wasn't about to blow his whistle, and he has done now. So we're underway for the second half between Spain and England, and it's Spain with the initial start of the ball. The ball now headed towards Morton. Morton passing to Elliott, and the ball has now ended up with Jarrell Quansah. Sorry. So Quansah passing to Scott. Scott to Cresswell. Now back with Scott. Scott approaching the near side. The near side over the halfway line towards Livramento. It's Livramento being pursued by Lopez. Livramento keeps hold of the ball. He passes to McAtee. McAtee trying to go around Guanlu. A long shot towards goal, saved by Iturbe. And that was almost the third goal for England. Corner being played forward by Spain, given away to Livramento. Livramento to Harvey Elliott, but now the ball is back with Spain under Javi Guerra. Guerra to Benya Durientes, and Durientes crossing down the wing to Lopez. And so on the ball is Lopez. Lopez closing in on the goal area. Tackled by Livramento. Livramento gets hold of the ball, but Lopez fouls him. Grabbed his shirt a couple of times and ended up with a final shove. He actually got his arms crossed around him, and the final push sent him down. That was very unnecessary in my opinion, and so it will be a free kick outside of the goal to be taken by James Beadle. England doing well to hold on to their lead so far, but the question is, can they keep hold of it? So it's Hinshelwood inside the centre circle, passing to Quansah. Quansah still with the ball, just closing in on the 18-yard box. It's now with Hutchinson, Elliott, but it goes over the bar, and that shot was too high, and it was actually Stansfield who had the final shot. So Quansah to Hutchinson, then Stansfield. Did a Spain defender intervene? Let's have another look at this from a closer angle, and it came off the knee. Looks to have come off the knee of Christian Mosquera. Corner to England. And the ball is on the corner will be taken on the far side, on the near side right. The ball goes into the goal area, headed by Quansah, saved by Iturbe. And Spain still need to at least equalise if they are to. Spain need to at least get one or two more. Spain need to at least get 2 or 3 more goals if they are to beat England for sure. England need to at least get 1 more to ensure the match is theirs. But this is just my opinion. So Iturbe passing the ball out of goal, but give it away to Jay Stansfield. Stansfield to Hutchinson. Hutchinson, but the ball goes only as far as Alberto Malero. Malero gives it away to Alex Scott. Cresswell, now Quansah. Back towards Cresswell. Now the ball is being passed down to Tino Livramento. But England are now going for another chance. It's Stansfield, but clipped away by Christian Mosquera in the goal area. Stansfield looked like he was going to try and make a chance of it, but Mosquera was like, "Oh no, you don't," and just tapped the ball away. Guess another corner to be taken by England, and it's Harvey Elliott to take the corner kick this time. 5 minutes of the second half played. Spain 1, England 2. The score remains. This is England's third corner. Can they take it? The ball goes into the 18-yard box and headed in! Or was it? No! It just went over the net and hit the back post. I personally thought it had gone in. It was Elliott with the delivery, and it looked like it was all, and Cresswell was the man who had it off, and Cresswell was the man who had the final touch of the ball. England getting ready to make 2 substitutions. Alex Scott will come off, and I could see Elliot Anderson and Jonathan Rowe being the substitutes. So Scott makes way for Elliot Anderson. Anderson has made quite the impression throughout the Euros, and also off has gone Omari Hutchinson. Hardly surprising, given the nasty foul experience in the first half, and on comes Jonathan Rowe. Elliot Anderson is on a yellow card. If he commits a foul, he will miss the semi-final match against the Netherlands. So on the ball this time is England, but given away to Spain. Now the ball has been retaken by Anderson from Guerra. Rowe to Anderson, but just a bit wide in my view, and it will be a corner to England. Meanwhile, Spain are getting ready to have a couple of substitutes coming on. I could just see Mikel Yareguiza, corner to England. Anderson receives the ball. Now the ball goes in towards the goal area, and headed away by Mosquera. Now it's with Lopez. Lopez to Molero. It's Molero crossing towards Mateo Josef, but retaken by England. It's now with Jonathan Rowe, who's over the halfway line. Rowe almost tackled, but still holds on to the ball. Rowe to Livramento. Now back with Rowe. Rowe almost passed to Harvey Elliott, but Bussy was cut away, and it's Livramento to take the throw in, I should say. He throws to Harvey Elliott, but Livramento sends the ball over the line again. Spain throwing, and it's Hugo Bueno, but forced away by Stansfield. Spain starting to show more aggression, but England still calmly keeping them at bay. Elliott with the throw to Livramento. Rowe on the near side, tackled by Spain, and that was by Mateo Josef, but Rowe manages to somehow take it back. Elliott to Cresswell. Now it's with Anderson. Anderson up the wing to Quansah. Quansah, McAtee with the ball, almost tackled by almost tackled by Juanlu. Now down the wing to Cresswell. Cresswell, the ball goes into the centre circle. Anderson given away to Torrientes, but England somehow take it back. Ball now passed to Beadle. Beadle doesn't mess about. He passes to Quansah. Quansah to Rowe, but retaken by Spain. And the ball is now with Molero. Molero to Mateo Jose. Defended by Livramento. But but England aren't out of danger just yet. Now on the ball is Lopez. Back to Mateo Jose. To Cesar Tarrega. Tarrega. Guerra passes to Molero. Molero on the far side. Now back with Guerra. Guerra to Christian Mosquera. Mosquera down the wing to Hugo Bueno. Bueno trying to close in on the goal, but Harvey Elliott looking intimidating. Spain keep hold of the ball though. It's Tarrega to Pugil. Pugil to Juanlu. Juanlu back to Tarrega. Now it's with Mosquera inside the centre circle. Now the ball is Javi Guerra. And now the ball being crossed to Molero, but forced away by one of the England defenders. It was Mateo Josef with an earlier shot. Nice block by Livramento. And Spain make two substitutions. Off the pitch comes Torrientes, and in his place will be Raul Moro. Raul Moro, one of the players to look out for, and also Juanlu off, and onto the pitch comes Hareguiza. And the free kick out of goal swiftly taken. On the ball for Spain now is Bueno. He passes to Iturbe. Iturbe back to Bueno. Now Bueno to the ball was almost caught by Mateo Josef. Cresswell to Quansah. Quansah passing to McAtee. Now on the ball is Jonathan Rowe. Rowe being pursued by Lopez. Does well to pass to Quansah. Cleared out of goal by Beadle. Went over the line, and so it's a throw in to Spain. Spain keep hold of the ball. It's Hareguiza given away to Quansah. Quansah has gone down, but play still goes on. And now the ball ends up at the feet of Iturbe in the middle of the pitch. Now the ball has been given to Molero. Molero to Tarrega. Hareguiza. But it goes over the line, and it will be a throw-in to England to be taken by Jack Hinshelwood. No, I beg your pardon. It's a Spain throw to be taken by Pubil. Pubil throws. And now the ball is with Mosquera. Mosquera to Hareguiza. Hareguiza to Guerra. Bueno. Back to Guerra. And now on the ball is Cesar Tarrega. Tarrega passes to Hareguiza. Haraguisa. Now down the wing to Lopez. Lopez closing in on the goal area. And now on the ball is Raul Morro. But it goes over the line, and that'll be a Spain throw. Came off an England player's foot. Ball now being passed down the wing to Mosquera. Mosquera to Guerra. Now on the ball this time is Haraguisa. Haraguisa cut away by England inside the goal area to Livramento, or should that be Beadle? Now England pelting up the pitch through Harvey Elliott. Elliott passes to Stansfield in the goal area. Well caught by Tarrega, sending the ball out of the goal, and down has gone Diego Lopez. Blow to the head. The side of his head might have been impacted by Anderson. We'll take another look at that. Yes, it was. Anderson elbowed Lopez in the face, and that was almost very close to his ear. So that could have been nasty. 60 minutes have now been played. Spain 1, England 2 is the score. Although Spain could be looking for an equaliser. Saved by Beadle. Very close again, but defended by England. And now on the ball is Harvey Elliott. Elliott passing to Stansfield. In fact, it was McAtee. McAtee fouled, but the referee is calling a halt to proceedings. The right thing to do, in my view. Guerra was the man who fouled him. This was what happened just now, and Guerra with the first shot at goal. But he could not take advantage of the rebound. It was just as well that Cresswell was there to halt the second attempt, but Spain just will not give up. And if anything, it looks to me as though Spain are the more attacking side. Bueno to Guerra. Guerra back towards Bueno. Now the ball is with Diego Lopez. Back to Guerra. Mosquera given away to England. England with the ball. It's Harvey Elliott. Elliott crossing to Livramento, but now given away to Mateo Josef. Mateo Josef inside the goal area, saved by Beadle. James Beadle saving at the right time. Mateo Josef was certainly goal bound. He may have been cut out by Livramento, but it was Beadle who saved it for England. And now another England player has gone down. This time it's Elliot Anderson. Elliot Anderson has been fouled from behind by Mikel Jaureguizar. But no card given. So Quansah to Cresswell. Now up the wing it goes to McAtee. McAtee to Rowe, and McAtee has been fouled. James McAtee down on the ground. Play resumes, and the ball is still with England. It's Cresswell inside the centre circle, passing down the wing to Livramento. Livramento to Elliott. Elliott passing back to Livramento, given away to Lopez. Lopez took the ball. Is Elliott going to get to it? Yes, he is. And send it and snaffle it away from Javi Guerra. As Lee Carsley shouting his instructions from the touchline. Now the ball is back with Spain and Christian Mosquera. Mosquera passes to Hugo Bueno. Bueno cleared out of the goal by Iturbe. Iturbe headed up into the air for England. It's with Stansfield. Given away to Guerra, but retaken by Quansah. Quansah, Beadle passing to Cresswell. And now the ball is being forwarded to Harvey Elliott, but given away to Spain. It's with Tarrega to Mosquera. Now it's with Anderson. Anderson to Rowe. Rowe closing in on the goal area. He's inside the goal area, just over the crossbar. And what a shame. That could have been the third. That could have been England's third. But Spain breathe a sigh of relief. And after 64.5 minutes, it's still Spain 1, England 2, and we go to a corner. And it will be Tyler Morton to take the corner. Remember, he's got to make the most of the remaining minutes of the match, as he will miss the semi-final match against the Netherlands. He sends the ball into the 18-yard box, but cleared, but snaffled away by Mark Pubil. Will it be another corner to England? No, it won't. It's only going to be a free kick out of goal. So Mosquera passes to Iturbe. Iturbe headed up into the air by Cresswell. It's Spain now on the attack again. On the ball now is Harreguiza, but cleared out of the goal by England. Pubil, I should say. Pubil given away to England. It's McAtee. McAtee passes to Rowe on the far side. Rowe over the halfway line, back to Cresswell, then Elliot Anderson. Now down the wing, back to Cresswell. Cresswell, Quansah. Now the ball is with Elliot Anderson. Cresswell, Quansah, I should say. Now back with Cresswell. Cresswell, Livramento, and that's a forward pass to Jay Stansfield. Stansfield was briefly held by Mosquera, who forced him into a mistake. Who forced him into a mistake offside, and that was good tactical moves by Mosquera. Mosquera, Anderson. Now the ball is still with England. Anderson still has it. Now down to Livramento on the near side. Ball is with Hinshelwood. Hinshelwood passing to Cresswell. Cresswell passing up the wing to Jarrell Quansah. Quansah back to Cresswell, who passes to Beadle, only to hold off the advances of Mateo Josef. And to Cresswell crossing forward, but cleared by Spain. It's Diego Lopez. Lopez to Molero. Mateo Josef back towards Lopez. Lopez passes to Bueno. Now back with Lopez. Lopez, up the wing it goes to Christian Mosquera. Mosquera to Pubil. Pubil to Harreguiza. Harreguiza crossing and almost sent in by Mateo Josef. That could well have been the equaliser for Spain. In fact, it was Pubil who crossed. And it was just cleared away, and it was just cleared out of the way by England in time. But that has given Spain a corner, and Guerra takes it without hesitation, and he passes to Moro. Moro still inside the goal area, defended by Anderson, and England now retake it through Elliott and was going towards McAtee, but McAtee was too far away from the ball, and it's now with Bueno. Spain now back on the attack. Pubil to Moro. now the ball is back. Now the ball is back with Guerra. Pubil, and Pubil with the cross, but kept away by Cresswell. Now on the ball is Mosquera. Mosquera to Pubil. England trying to take it but can't. It's Malero on the ball. Malero, good tackle by Hinshelwood. Hinshelwood to Cresswell. Now passing back to Morton. Morton to Livramento. Livramento receiving close attention from Lopez, but he was able to keep the ball. England still have it. It's Tyler Morton. Morton closing in on the goal. There he goes for a shot. It's just wide. Just wide. He was just inside the 18-yard box. Should have passed the Stansfield, in my opinion, but he saw a gap, and it was just a bit too wide. Hits the post that holds the net together, and Lopez is going to be substituted for Roberto Fernandez. Roberto Fernandez, one of the players that has scored, and also off. I couldn't see who, but in the meantime, Hayden Hackney is going to come on for England, and so too is Brooke Norton-Cuffy. Harvey Elliott is to be replaced by Norton-Cuffy, and Hayden Hack and Charlie Cresswell takes the captain's armband, so Hayden Hackney will come on in place of James McAtee. So McAtee off, Hackney on. So Iturbe with the ball. He passes to Mosquera. Mosquera to Guerra. Nice with a Pubil. Mosquera passes down the wing to Malero. Malero to back to Mosquera. Now back towards Malero. Forced over the line by Ugo Bueno. So it'll be Livramento. To take the throw. Livramento holds the ball over his head and throws. He throws to Elliot Anderson, and now with the ball is a Jay Stansfield, caught by Norton-Cuffy. Norton-Cuffy was aiming for Rowe, but defended by Spain. And now on the ball is Pablo Torre. Pablo Torre passing to Marc Pubil. The ball is still in Spain's defensive third. Not this time. It's caught by Norton-Cuffy. The ball almost went over the halfway line, but England were able to hold on. Ball now being passed by Anderson to Livramento. It's Hackney to Cresswell. Quansah. Jarrell Quansah under pressure from Torre. The ball goes up the wing to Stansfield, but it was actually Hinshelwood. And with 73 minutes gone, it's still Spain 1, England 2, and Roberto Fernandez has had the ball for Spain briefly. It's now back with Guerra passing to Ugo Bueno. Bueno back to Guerra. And now on the ball is Hackney, but it's given away to Malera. Malera with the shot. It's over the crossbar, and that's it. And that is once again relief for England. That was a poor giveaway by Hackney, but it may have had intervention from one of the defenders. Torre with the ball for Spain. He passes to Bueno. now towards Guerra on the near side. It's Guerra with the ball. Guerra given away to Norton Cuffy. Norton Cuffy passing to I think it's Hackney. Yes, indeed it is. Hackney to Anderson, but Anderson fouled by Bolero, and Anderson quickly getting back up on his feet. But it was Hackney who had the ball initially, but that was a poor foul by Bolero, and Lee Carsley now going over his notes. Free kick to England to be taken by James Beadle. England have got just over a quarter of an hour left to hold on to their lead to advance, just so they can advance through to the semi-final, where, remember, they will face the Netherlands. And to take the throw is for Spain. Is Bueno, but it goes over the line, and it will be a corner to England. Anderson to take. And a bit of jostling going on inside the goal area, which is just as well. Nobody takes the ball. The ball now goes back to Anderson. Anderson passing it to Morton. Morton trying to go around Morrow, and Morton being bundled down inside the penalty area. The referee, people were claiming for a penalty, but the referee saying no. Back with Stansfield. Stansfield with the ball, has to hold off Javi Guerra, but it goes over the line, and that was it. Remember, just having another look, it's Morton who was pushed down by Morrow. Another corner given to England after just over 76.5 minutes. It's still Spain 1, England 2, as Jonathan Rowe getting into a bit of an argument with Harry Guithar. Seventh corner for England. Anderson crossing, kept out of goal by Spain. It's Norton Cuffy passing to Anderson. Anderson into the 18-yard box, just over the bar, hits the top of the net, and that was by Jack Hinshelwood. Very, very close it was too. Such cruel luck for Jack Hinshelwood. That could have been the goal which sends England through to the semi-finals, and we've got another substitution for Spain. Bolero is out, and on comes Jesus Rodriguez. And on comes Jesus Rodriguez, I should say. So it's Christian Mosquera to Tarrega, Morro. Now it's with Jesus Rodriguez. Back down the wing to Mosquera. Mosquera passes to Bueno. Bueno now to Mosquera. Mosquera to Tarrega. Tarrega to Pubil. Pubil now the ball is still with Spain. Back down the wing to Mosquera. Now on the ball is Jesus Rodriguez. Rodriguez crossing up the wing to Morrow. It's Morrow with the ball, and now he's passing to Lopez. Headed out of the goal area, but headed out of the goal area by Cresswell. And now on the ball is Anderson. Anderson trying to go around Torre, and almost caught for Spain, but on the ball now is Stansfield. Stansfield dawdled a second too long. He should have taken his chance to score. And now on the ball is Javi Guerra. Javi Guerra down the wing to Rodriguez. Back towards Guerra. Guerra back to Rodriguez. Spain, it would appear, are getting desperate. They need to equalise, and fast. Paraguita to Torre. Now at the wing to Lopez. Spain with the strike, but cleared away just in time by Quansah. And now the ball bouncing down the pitch towards Iturbe. Iturbe passing the ball out of goal to Tarrega. Tarrega to Guerra. Guerra now down the wing to Rodriguez. Rodriguez passing to Guerra. Guerra to Pubil. Now it's with Torre, but it was almost given away. To Livramento. That was a very close attempt at goal, and a slip up by Tarrega was all it took for Stansfield to get hold of the ball. But like I say, he dawdled a second too long, and another player getting ready to come on. To me, that looks like Ethan Nwaneri, and he will take the place of Jay Stansfield. 8.5 minutes have already been played. It's still Spain 1, England 2. Spain need to make those final 10 or so minutes count. As Stansfield walks off the pitch, he looks very tired, in my opinion. Lee Carsley pats him on the back, and onto the pitch comes Ethan Nwaneri, the youngest player in the England squad. As the ball is kicked out of the goal by Beadle. Given away to Spain, now back with Norton Cuffy. It's Morton, headed up into the air by Spain. Now was almost given back to Norton Cuffy, but it'll be a throw in to England, and that will be taken by Tino Livramento. So Livramento throws to Norton Cuffy, back to Livramento. Now the ball being pursued by Anderson, cut away by Christian Mosquera. So yet again another throw in. So yet again another throw in to England, but which they have taken. The ball has now been taken by the ball was briefly taken by Paraguita, and it was deflected away by England. So it's now a throw in to Spain. Remember, whoever wins will face the Netherlands in the semi-final. So for Spain, this really is all or nothing. As Pubil brings down Jonathan Rowe, and it's a free kick to England. Rowe feeling his back. He might have done something to it, but it was a shove in the back by Mark Pubil. Lucky to get away with that. Remember, he is on a yellow card. If he gets booked again, he is suspended. So Hayden Hackney will be the player to take the free kick. 7 minutes to go. It's still Spain 1, England 2. And you're listening to the Commentary Hub with me, Nicholas Jones. Tyler Morton will be the player to take the free kick this time. So Morton goes for goal, but headed away by Spain. It's now back with Hackney. Hackney passing to Beadle. Beadle to Guerra. Given away, I should say, to Guerra. Nice with Jesus Rodriguez. Rodriguez under pressure from Norton Cuffy, but he's forced out. And that's it. And that is a free. And that will be a corner. And that will be a corner to Spain. just having another look at that. It was just as he entered the box, but goal kick, I should say, to England. Time is ticking down. For Spain as Beadle raises his arms to signal that he is ready to kick the ball out of the goal, which he does. So, the Beadle was aiming for Rowe, and Rowe has been fouled. Rowe, that's his second foul. That's the second time he's been fouled, and this time it was by Tarrega. I'm just having another look, and it was an elbow to the back, and poor Jonathan Rowe. If he gets any more hits on his back, he's sure to strain something. Free kick to England, to Anderson to Cresswell, Quansah back towards Cresswell, crossed by Cresswell, but it goes over the line. It goes over the line on the near side, and it'll be a throw into Spain. 5 minutes to go. It's still Spain 1, England 2. Bueno throws for Spain. This time the ball is ended up with Ethan Nwaneri. Nwaneri inside the 18-yard box, cut away by Spain. Now the ball has been given to Hackney. Hackney trying to go around Torre. He passes to Nwaneri. Nwaneri to Anderson. Anderson gives the ball away to Spain. It's Guerra. Now back with Rowe. Free kick to Spain. And the ball and the whistle has been blown as Rowe has been fouled. And has Rowe been given a yellow card? He has. So Jonathan Rowe booked. He complains about it, but Jonathan Rowe, you should know that a rule is a rule. So free kick taken quickly by Spain. It's with Guerra on the near side. Guerra down the wing to Hugo Bueno. Bueno slide tackled by Livramento. He's certainly one of my contenders for player of the match. Now the ball goes up the wing to Tarrega. Tarrega to Pubil. Saved by Beadle. That was a decent attempt by Roberto Fernandez. So Pubil almost struck on the head by Fernandez, although Quansah may have helped out Beadle a bit. And down on the ground has gone Anderson. I have no idea who fouled him, as Lee Carsley ponders on the touchline. I'm sure he can't wait for this match to end. Just under 3 minutes are left, and England have just got to keep hold of that lead. Will there be more than 5 minutes for stoppage? For stoppage time as we approach 90 minutes. Livramento to take the throw, gives the ball a bit of a clean, and he holds the ball over his head. He throws. The ball is caught by Nwaneri to Norton Cuffy. It's Brooke Norton Cuffy closing in on the 18-yard box. He goes for the shot. It just hit the top of the net. Well intentioned by Brooke Norton Cuffy, but the ball did not go where he wanted. He aimed just a bit too high, and that has cost him, and England to go ahead by one more goal. Herreguiza down the wing to Hugo Bueno. Now it's Jesus Rodriguez to Bueno, but cut away by Tyler Morton. Just under 90 seconds to go. and it's still Spain 1, England 2. And in the next stoppage of play, I will be giving my player of the match. And now the ball is with Mosquera to Bueno, Rodriguez back towards Bueno, and now on the ball is Mosquera to Tarrega, Jubil, Torre. Now back to Tarrega, headed away though by Anderson. Now on the ball this time is Tarrega to Jubil to Haraguiza. It's Haraguiza crossing down the wing to Rodriguez, back to Haraguiza, Mosquera to Bueno, into the goal area, headed clear by Quamsa. Now up into the air by Anderson, and it goes over the line as we approach the 90th minute. How many minutes will be added? 4 is the answer, which doesn't appear to be like much for Spain, but they have to make those 4 minutes count. And Santiago Denia has been given a yellow card, possibly for dissent, and which just goes to show that even the managers have to watch what they say. And if he carries on shooting his mouth off, he will be sent to the stands. And the ball is now with Mosquera crossing across by Torre, and down in the box has gone Tyler Morton. He looks very dazed and upset, and that was a foot into his face. That is just despicable. Couldn't see who booted him, but that was just absolutely terrible. Although I'm now starting to feel that it might have been accidental. He had nowhere to go, so maybe I was being a bit too harsh on the instigator. So 91 minutes have been played. It's still Spain 1, England 2. Iturbe rolling the ball out to Bueno, almost caught by Norton Cuffy. The ball is now this time with what's his name? Livramento. Now the ball goes out of the play. And on the pitch now, they're still waiting for the minutes to tick by. Headed up into the air by Anderson to Livramento, and down on the ground has gone Jonathan Rowe. Rowe has been fouled by Iturbe, and a very disconsolate looking Santiago Denia. And now is as good a time as any to give my player of the match, as sponsored by Commentary Services. But before I do that, is a look. I'm just checking the replay, and it was indeed Iturbe who fouled Jonathan Rowe. Although did they actually make contact? If they did, it was very light. I think it was just a minor touch of the foot or something like that. But Spain have a penalty, or is it? No, it's an England penalty. This was something I did not see. Elias Anderson to take the penalty. Composes himself, takes his chance, goes up, kicks the ball in, and England are 3-1 up. Now, this is surely the goal to win it for England and take them through to the semi-finals with just 1 minute to go. Elias Anderson, the hero of the hour, his first goal of the tournament. He was as cool and calm and as professional as you like. Sent Alejandro Iturbe the wrong way. And England have put their place in the semi-final. Ashley Cole, can't believe this. He's one of the under-21. He's one of the under-21 managers. He's crying his eyes out. Now Iturbe with the final shot, with the shot at the goal for Spain. It's all over. They were full steam ahead throughout. The second half. England may have started to tire, but they had something in reserve. The final whistle has gone, and lightning strikes twice for Spain. Out, defeated by England in the under-21 final 2 years ago. Out at the quarter-final stage. And England's next match opponents will be the Netherlands. That victory so well deserved. But what's this? A final argument on the pitch already. Things are getting ever so heated. The management and the referee trying to clear everyone away. Charlie Cresswell being led away. That argument was just completely unnecessary, in my opinion. Brooke Norton-Cuffy offering words of comfort to Mateo Joseph, of course, who plays in England for Leeds United. But I just still can't get over the fact that Elliot Anderson scored that last-minute penalty to win it for England. Final score at the Anton Malatinský Stadium in Tornava. Spain 1, England 3, and they face the Netherlands in the semi-final on Wednesday. And also on Wednesday, we will find out who their final opponents will be. It'll either be Denmark or France, or it'll either be Denmark, France, Germany, or Italy. And those matches will we will find out who they will be during the week, and as we gear up for the final, which will be played on Saturday, the 28th of June. I've been Nicholas Jones. Hope you enjoyed your commentary, and we'll see you very soon. Goodbye.